Alexa Bliss just acknowledged a popular fan theory, so we'll see what that's about. We'll also check out what's going on with Brie Bella, Tiffany Stratton, and more. Starting things off with Alexa Bliss because she was just asked some very interesting questions and provided some very interesting answers. During an interview with Fox News, Alexa was asked a popular question that she's been receiving a lot lately, and that's the question of, will she work with the Wyatt Six in the near future? Alexa gave her usual answer, but threw in something extra. She had this to say in response to the Wyatt Six question, quote, "Windham always said, Alexa and I will always be connected, and when it happens and when we reconnect, it's going to be something big. So whether that's with the Wyatt Six or something else, I don't know. Maybe we get a different side of Charlotte Flair. I don't know. It's WWE. You never know what's going to happen." End quote. Alexa went on to say that she's enjoying her current program with Charlotte Flair, but that she strongly believes that working with the Wyatt Six one day will be a lot of fun to explore. So Alexa is right. Bray gave the answer at the 2023 Royal Rumble, when he himself was getting bombarded about questions regarding Alexa and himself linking back up. Bray said that they'll always be linked together, but how when they really do get back together, it's going to be something big. Unfortunately, as everyone knows, we'll never get to see that actual reunion between the both of them. But Alexa feels like linking up with the Wyatt Six will be as close as she can get to having that reunion with Bray Wyatt. Bray said that it'll be something big when Alexa joins him again. And coincidentally enough, that big thing he was referring to back then could have been the idea of Alexa joining his faction. The Wyatt Six was a popular project that Bray Wyatt was working on for a long time. Every current member was handpicked to be in the group by Bray himself. The group went through a few different versions before being finalized, but Alexa Bliss was originally discussed as one of the earliest members. The route and direction went off track, but had everything remained on track, Alexa would have joined Bray and Howdy, followed by the rest of the members coming into that late 2023 and 2024. So it would be another insane full circle moment for Alexa to eventually join the group, because it's something Bray himself was teasing all those years ago, so it would be nice to see. But getting back to Alexa's comments, she's also quickly touched on another popular fan theory that's going around in recent months. Alexa says that maybe there's a chance that her character brings out a different side of Charlotte Flair. That sounds like Alexa directly acknowledging the Dark Queen fan theory from a few months back. When Alexa and Charlotte first started their program together, one of the possible directions fans were discussing was the idea of Alexa's wildness and madness to eventually rub off onto Charlotte Flair. That by spending so much time with Alexa, Charlotte's mental state would eventually deteriorate, turning her into a twisted and more evil version of her Queen character, like a Wyatt-inspired and Wyatt-driven version of Charlotte Flair. A lot of fans like that idea because it gives Charlotte a fresh new character and material to play with. We know that heelish side of Charlotte Flair that can get brutal and vicious, but what happens when Charlotte lets the Wyatt energy in? Just how crazy would Charlotte get if she lets that all in? That's what this theory was all about, and that's what it sounds like Alexa was hinting at there, saying that if they do go in that direction of the Wyatt Six, she wonders if they go that path with a whole new side of Charlotte Flair starting to emerge through the cracks. And honestly, any of those potential directions sound like they would be a lot of fun to go into. So most definitely a lot to look forward to there. Will Alexa and Charlotte split up in the future? Will Alexa descend into madness and look to join the Wyatt Six? Or will Charlotte Flair be the one to descend into madness there? That'll definitely be a big twist to everyone's expectations if they do anything like that. Which outcome do you want to see the most for Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss? Nikki Bella has made her big comeback to WWE in recent weeks. But ever since Nikki came back, fans assumed that her Hall of Fame twin sister, Brie Bella, would be coming right back after her. But that's not happened at all. It was reported by TMZ that Brie Bella was reportedly in talks to come back for Evolution, but as we saw, that did not end up happening. Brie Bella later went completely against those reports, saying that her phone has not rung at all in regards to them wanting her back. So that kind of weirded fans out. Like, why did Nikki get the call, but her twin sister hasn't received any consideration for a return? Well, Brie Bella recently shared her thoughts on the situation and revealed what she believes is blocking her from returning to WWE. She had this to say about what her future explanation could be. Quote, "What I wanted to bring up when I look at that I know my roadblock is the fact that my husband is with a rival company. For some people, it makes them uncomfortable at WWE. Thinking I would be there when my husband is with AEW, does it bum me out at times? That I wish feelings were different? Absolutely. But it doesn't make me angry or bitter, end quote. So in Brie's mind, that's why her sister, Nikki, is getting much different treatment right now. Nikki has zero ties to AEW, but Brie Bella, on the other hand, has appeared on AEW television in recent memory, has sat at ringside, and her husband, Bryan Danielson, is still a part of AEW. So Brie feels like maybe they find that to be uncomfortable, and that's why they're not reaching out. But like many fans pointed out, there's been several wrestling companies that were working on different promotions. Like before returning to WWE, Aleister Black was with AEW, and his wife Zelina Vega was with WWE. That didn't really stop or prevent anything. Same thing goes with Buddy Matthews and Rhea Ripley. So no one knows if that's the real reason why Brie hasn't been contacted yet, but that's the reason that she has in mind. A lot of fans still feel like a Bella Twins reunion and chase for the women's tag team titles would be a nice program for them. But in order for that to happen, Brie Bella would have to be brought back first. Bully Ray, several other WWE personalities, and other analysis have all had an issue with Tiffany Stratton's character. Their main complaint was that Tiffany is a babyface, but they feel like she hasn't had any strong babyface traits. Well, Tiffany Stratton appeared on the Busted Open radio show and explained why she kept that heel persona after turning babyface. She had this to say about the situation, quote, "As you know, I got cheering starting in Australia and, it made its way to America, so why would I change anything?" Stratton said confidently. "Why would I start acting differently if the mean girl persona is working and people are liking it and they're cheering me? I feel like the moment I do start acting like a good guy, I feel like that's when the people would turn on me and maybe start booing me. So why would I change anything? If it's not broken, don't fix it." Hearing myself get cheered, especially as someone who's supposed to get booed, was definitely so eye-opening and changing for me, end quote. It's a very solid point there by Tiffany Stratton. That heelish, confident character is what got her to this dance. It's what made her popularity take off with the fans. So changing it and getting rid of it to cater too much to the babyface side of things may be what really causes the fans to turn on Tiffany. So that's Tiffany's reasoning for sort of acting like a tweener. We'll have to see what the future holds for Tiffany's character status, especially if she loses the women's title in the near future. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.